Hey yo, what's good, y'all? The bodega is now open. I mean, we always open, but now we open and live. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm your host, boy King P, Bodega P. Welcome to Bodega Banter, man. So, you know what I'm saying? We're going to get into some real shit tonight. You know what I'm saying? I got my man with me, though. I'm going to let him introduce himself.
Yo, what's good, yo? It's Pascal here, the New England representative, man. And, I don't got anything really fancy to say tonight, man, other than, let's get going, man. I want to talk about this Creed 3. You dig?
That's what's up. Welcome to the Bodega, Pat.
Yes,
I got
sir.
my other man with me. I'm going to let him introduce himself.
Bodega, what you gonna do with ring gang in the house? Bodega in this bitch, know what it's all about. Hey man, what it do, man? LB Lauderdale Boss, ringgangradio.com via Bodega Banter. Man, Jesus Shuttleworth, the guy, go artist. Let's do this. World is out now. Let's go.
My God, top. You know what I'm saying? He's the GOAT artist. He goes the hardest. So, welcome to the Bodega. Don't give yourself a heart attack tonight. So, you know what I'm saying?
It's different. I ate a good meal. I mean, I had a busy day, but I ate a meal. I'm good. I'm kind of chill today.
Okay, good. Because, you know, we got the spicy shit. We got the spicy snacks. You know what I'm saying? We got the chopped cheese, chili cheese. You know what I'm saying?
Honey spicy hot Cheetos thrown in a sandwich naan bread wrap with like this cheese, some bacon, and some steak rib tips, nigga.
God damn, you just lost me there, my nigga.
Yeah, this is not a halal bodega. So, you know what I'm saying?
Clearly.
Pork is
Why I see Amir Khan and Lamont Peterson playing in the background on the TV, nigga, like what's good? What's good with that? Like, we not welcome?
Silly ass, yo.
So, you know what I'm saying? I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Hey, what's really fly? It's your boy Conscious Pod, the West Coast Avenger, #1 contender, chilling in the bodega. Let's get it.
Hey, Conscious Pilot, he flew in. He's here. He's in the bodega. You know what I'm saying? Bodega is lifted in more ways than one. So, you know what I'm saying? We got the Bluntvilles, we got the Phillies, we got the Dutchies. So, have at it. And we got the Black and Miles if you want to be a dirty nigga.
Yo, Black and Miles used to hold me down for real, though. I mean,
yeah, but nah, that's a turn off. I remember I used to mess with a chick that just smoked so much Black and Miles. Like, nah, like, man, your lips. The shit that does to your lips. Like,
damn, did that bitch have front teeth? God damn.
Surprisingly, yes.
but you know they were black.
Black lips. Black, you know, fuck it. We're not gonna get into that though, because that's dumb.
Yeah,
so,
this colorist shit.
And last but certainly not least, I'm gonna let my man introduce himself.
Yo, what's good? You already know who the fuck it is. Your boy, Wrong Top 5, Chicago's on. We here, nigga. We live. Ring Gang. Bodega, we here, nigga. I'm here.
Top 5, Chicago's own. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to Bodega. You know what I'm saying? I know they don't got bodegas like that in Chicago, but you know what I'm saying? We got them here. So we in this bitch. You in this bitch. So
we here, nigga. We here.
We got the gangs all here. So we got 2 topics we want to talk about. Let's get into the main one. And we keeping it boxing. Just in movies, whether it be in pay-per-view or not, or we talking boxing. So we're going to talk about boxing in the movie theater. And, of course, you all know I'm referring to Creed.
Mid 3.
Creed.
It's out in theaters. It's out in theaters everywhere.
Yeah, out in theaters everywhere. Not mid, but...
Yes, mid.
No.
Mid is fuck.
Make sure you got your snacks, nigga. You gonna need them.
So, I will say this. It's good that we're getting boxing back in the movie theaters. I'm happy with what Creed has done from the Rocky movies to Creed because motherfuckers getting tired of them Rocky shits.
Nigga, bring that George Foreman shit, nigga.
That I mean,
Yeah.
that's gonna be dope though. But
I'm ready for that. And the funny thing is, I don't think I've ever enjoyed a Creed movie more than a Rocky movie. That's
Really?
the crazy thing.
because I have.
Really, like honest, there's no Creed that's a better Rocky film than me. Like,
I mean, the worst. I mean, no. All
No,
three
that's
Creed-
cap. It's better than Rocky, yo.
no, all
nah,
three Creeds are-
no. All the Creed films are just so boring. They're like too long. Like, and there's no powerful, like, memorable dialogue like the Rocky films. Like, honestly, like,
Yeah, but they're
choreography in the Rocky films are just better too.
No, them Rocky fight sequences are so fucking unrealistic and horrible. Like,
But the Creed shit is unrealistic too. Like the Andre Berto damn shoulder roll this nigga kept doing. that shit is so unrealistic. Like, and they make the punches so booming. Like, oh my god. Like, nah. Like Creed is just fucking mid, yo. I'm sorry. Like, nah, I'm not even sorry.
The only person that could pull off them damn fucking Rocky fight sequences is fucking Ruslan Provatnikov. That motherfucker could take all them fucking hits. Nobody else.
I mean,
gonna
Creed take hits. Adonis be getting hit just as much as Rocky. You would think his dad was Rocky. Apollo ain't that nigga daddy. Like, dude, this nigga Creed be having so many concussions.
And truthfully, I mean, wait, is this gonna be a spoiler review or not?
No, we're going into it. It's spoilers.
Oh,
Yeah, we into it. Spoiler this motherfucker.
So, you know what I'm saying? This is the third one, and this was the first one without Sylvester Stallone. That man was booted out. He's deboed out of this.
Oh,
You
that
didn't
is
need him
true.
for
I
this
just
one either,
noticed
though.
that. Nigga, that nigga wasn't in it.
You didn't notice that? The fuck? They
Now
barely
there were
even-
issues with the intellectual property or whatever, like, you know, who had their hand in the pot. There was a big messy outrage on that. Low key
Yeah,
behind
because
the scenes.
you know, when he was a struggling actor, you know, in order to get Rocky to, you know, to actually come off and actually be able to star in it, he signed away some shit, and you know, he never gained, you know, and he just realized that shit almost 50 years later, and that's why he was like, you know, he was kind of battling with them. He was battling with the people about the property because it's, you know, he gets his characters in there, but you know, they were kind of.
He got hold a little bit probably, but
I mean, it's show business. Like, he should know. I mean, the motherfucker's worth millions, so it's not like he couldn't try to buy his intellectual property back.
yep, that's true.
You know, but yeah,
But he
business kept him away from Creed 3.
We didn't need him in there anyway. He had outlived his.
Yeah, he ran his course. Like, after the Drago storyline, you didn't need Rocky. The only way you needed Rocky if you wanted to kill them all.
Right.
They could have killed him off screen like they did with Adrian, and like they didn't even need him on screen for that. Like,
Nah, if you're gonna kill Rocky, you gotta kill that nigga on screen. What the fuck?
Yeah. You can't. Yeah, you can't. You know, if Rocky's gonna die,
Who would
Rocky-
waste that? You could make that moment so fucking powerful. Like, hell no.
Yeah.
I
You
don't
can
think-
kill Adrian off screen, nigga. Like,
They killed Adrian. They killed Paulie off screen, but yeah, no, you can't kill Rocky.
you gotta kill Rocky. Rocky and Mickey, like, nah.
Well, the way
Apollo, like, nah.
well, no, they killed Mickey on screen. So, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, his character was so important. You have to kill him on screen.
shit, the way he was x'd out of the film, he might as well have been dead in Creed 3. Like,
I mean, he was mentioned, you know,
he
here and there.
barely mentioned, barely in like a small passing, small references. Sometimes they didn't even mention him by name.
No, they did. I mean, they did. I mean, they did.
No,
mention
one time
Rocky.
they did, but like the first time it was, Apollo gave a young up and comer his shot. They didn't fucking they didn't say him by name. We knew who they were talking about. But they didn't even fucking mention his name. Like, that's what I'm saying. He might as well have been dead.
Yeah, I mean, either way, I mean, he was still an executive producer in the movie. Sylvester Stallone still got paid. He's getting paid off this movie. It's just now, it's, you know,
It's just the most money it ever made.
Yeah, this probably number one in the box office. I mean,
yeah, with that, and then also without having to kill himself, doing all the, because you know he was always known for doing all that wild training for his Rocky films.
yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? But it was an interesting film to say the least. Pat, you saw it twice.
I did.
What are your thoughts? Let's get some thoughts on it.
I mean, as I said, I saw two. I saw the advanced screening and I saw the regular version in the theater. And the one that I saw for advanced screening was longer, about at least half hour longer than the theater. So, I mean, the one thing that I can't see, the one for that probably everyone else saw, is the fact that he probably cut some shit off. They left some shit off on the cutting room floor. You know, and it's unfortunate because I mean, honestly, it's not the first time I said that for any movie. You know, it's like sometimes movies it's like really noticeable. But other than that, I enjoyed the fuck out of the movie. Like, Michael B. Jordan, you know, his directing debut. I mean, at first I thought he did a really good job with that. And of course, Jonathan Majors, you know, that motherfucker has a gift. Like, I mean, as an actor, that nigga has an actual. He has an actual gift.
I've said that for a while though, since the Last Black Man in San Francisco. When I saw that, I knew that guy was legit.
Yeah, he don't have next. He got now. He's killing it.
He got next. I mean, seeing him in Ant-Man because because basically he has the ability to eat up the scene, even if the story might be ho hum or mid, as brother LB and Rome have said. You know, he knows how. Like, when he's on the screen, like he knows what he's doing. Like he's like the attention, and he, you know, and like I say, and dude shine in this movie, and of course, like,
he was the best character.
Yeah, he was good in The Harder They Fall. He kills everything he's in.
Yeah, and I mean, dude clearly wrote it up for this.
Yeah,
I'm not
Definitely.
Yeah, dude wrote it up.
Nigga, I said that shit the whole time. I'm like, yo, did this nigga put on a bodysuit for this shit?
He was on Hollywood special. That's all.
Yeah, you know.
I think he had muscles on top of
They
muscles.
put
Yep.
CGI around this nigga's body. Like,
Yep.
that shit was crazy.
He came in looking like a legit heavyweight, and then he goes in and fights David Benavidez. Like, you can't convince me that David Benavidez looks like a fucking heavyweight.
Jose Benavidez.
Sorry, Jose.
Yeah, that's what, dude. It's like I'm like, why y'all use that Benavidez?
Should have used
Like,
him.
I mean, he did a good job in his role, but it was kind of stupid.
Yeah,
Dude, honestly, it was the casting that killed me on this shit. Like, it's so. But continue, Pat. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but you know, as a hardcore boxer fan, obviously there's certain parts of the story that get the fuck out of here. Like the fact that this nigga comes in, can come in on his first fight. Now it's happened before. Someone
Yeah, it's happened before. Honestly, you know, the funny thing is, the guy that I thought of when I watched this, and it's funny because he looked, even from a looks wise, it kind of checked out for me. Kawhi Muhammad. That's because Kawhi Muhammad did jail time and then came out and
You
boxed.
mean Dwight Muhammad Kawhi? You know?
Yeah, you know what I meant. Sorry.
Yeah. So, but then it's like, you know, someone who's 1-0 that's actually able to beat the quote unquote heavyweight champion who didn't look like a heavyweight because he didn't get on the Rocky special like he should have. So yeah, that was a story that was a get the fuck out of here too. But other than that, like I mean, I like the inclusion of the deaf daughter. I thought she was a highlight.
She was good. She was good.
And then Tessa Thompson in there was cool. But one thing I like though about what they did with Jonathan Majors' character Dame Anderson is the dirty boxing. Like I haven't seen that much dirty boxing since I watched Gladiator back in '92. So it's like, you know.
Oh wow! Shout out to you for
Yeah.
That was a decent boxing movie back then.
Nigga, that's a low key classic, nigga. I love that fucking movie.
Yeah.
That shit was dirty as like that show like
'Cause you didn't have too many boxing movies back then.
yeah. And
That and what was it? You remember The Power of One?
How I don't remember that one. I remember one called Split Decision that used to come on all the fucking time.
I remember The Power of One. They're like I think in Africa.
If not, I need to actually watch that one. If
Guy gets bullied and he gets trained and he grows up and he ends up being a boxer or some shit like that. But yeah, I feel you. But
I need to. I might need to watch it. So yeah, that's good suggestions though. But the dirty boxing that was done like admirably. Although obviously in real life this nigga would have been DQ'd after multiple fouls. So.
With the creator,
really?
Felix Chavez.
Those are like legal punches to me, nigga. He was punching him in the rotator cuff in the shoulder.
No, some of those were not like hitting him on right after, like on the inside. If he hit him that many times like that, the ref definitely would have disqualified him.
But he was
kind of weird.
like the way he was doing it. I was looking at LB. I'm like, yo, nigga, that's slick. That's nice. I like the way that nigga Like that's some nice like.
Roy Jones versus
The
Aaron
cross guard,
Hardy.
yeah, but not the time jump. But he didn't fight dirty against his boy, which is kind of interesting. But you know what I'm saying, to retain the title, but he does it.
Shout out to Joshua. Oh, Damien used every dirty trick in the book versus Guerrero Chavez.
Yeah, of course, yeah. And but then
So
I thought that he did that. I mean, I thought he did it. I mean, that was done well. You know,
Yeah.
in that
That was probably the best choreographed part, really.
right.
When he's punching the shoulder and shit. Yeah, but I don't know why wouldn't he do that against Creed? You know, in the end fight.
Probably because
He didn't let him. He was boxing his
No,
ass
them
off.
niggas were fighting emotions in that last fight. Nigga.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
wasn't no fucking fight.
Yeah, but then I think one thing I definitely have to call it too was I think they kind of rushed. Well, in the theater, the version that was in the theater that I watched. They rushed the final act. Like the fight should have been a little bit more.
Sure. It was rushed. Yeah.
Yeah, it was rushed, and I was like, why? Because I was like, why did they cut that shit down? Like the one I saw on the advanced screen was like that shit was kind of fleshed out. I was just like, you know, because
Did they give you more rounds than that one montage in the middle where they combine like rounds 2 through or rounds 3 through 11?
I mean, isn't that whole anime sequence shit that niggas just talking?
Oh God, that was horrible.
I was like,
See, some
nigga,
people like
Mortal
it. Some people hate it.
Kombat.
It's interesting.
No,
Shit
I
look
like
like
the
Tekken
anime.
match.
I like the anime sequences.
And the part where he knocked them into like the jail cell, I was like, yo, that shit was like a theme park ride. I was like, yo, what the fuck? Like, yo, that surprised all of us in the theater. Niggas is like, damn.
Yeah, like, but that's like, yeah, because that version was like, yeah, I mean, the drawn out version was cool, but this one was just like, I was like, wow, they really cut some shit out there. Like, it was like a little bit more brutal action, but you know, I mean, I'm not the director or the editor of that shit, so. But one thing I can say about that, at least there was no agenda in the movie, which was the positive.
Oh wow,
I mean, that's a positive to me, my nigga. So it's
just pandering all through that fucking
These
movie.
Hollywood movies, they be doing that, but you know.
I thought that. I mean, I don't want to say there's agendas, but there were definitely things that they touched on, like especially like the whole thing about mental health and therapy. Like that was definitely something that was kind of pushed.
Yes, with that bitch screaming the whole time, please just talk about your feelings. Like,
Yeah,
I didn't get that.
bitch, take your ass in the kitchen.
She was annoying with that. I didn't get that. I didn't get why she was on and on about that. It wasn't even that serious.
Oh fuck! The whole part was
The
like,
bitch was bored. She didn't have shit to do. She was just annoying.
Go ahead,
as
LB.
fuck.
Go ahead. What were you about to say?
I just heard like, yeah, the nigga right. The bitch ain't have shit to do. Like, keep ghostwriting, nigga.
She was ghostwriting, ghost producing. I mean, she's kind of mid. But.
Whoa, no Tessa Thompson slander.
Oh no! Fuck
What?
that ugly ass bitch. Get out of here.
Oh, God.
Nah, it's my turn. I'm sorry. I'm the angry customer in the bodega.
Yeah.
all right, LB, spit your
Like a
piece, bro.
Jazzy Beats with Zoe Kravitz, she's mid. That's all.
Dog, she's mid as a motherfucker. Like, ugh.
Yeah, she had on drug rugs the whole time, yo. Like, stop.
Yeah, god, dog, I hated looking at her. I'm gonna bring the real best thing about the movie. Let me see. The music.
The music was good.
Yeah, music, absolutely.
Like, the music was like epic. Like, the movie wasn't as good as the music. It was like Dangerous Minds. Like, it like the music was like so epic, but the movie tried so hard to be epic. It just ain't feel it. Like, worst thing about the movie. The pacing. The movie just didn't feel like a boxing movie. It felt like a soap opera drama with boxing elements. Like
and I can see that too.
the Creed 1, even though the pacing was slower and everything, it felt like a boxing movie.
Yeah, there wasn't much boxing in. It seemed like there wasn't that much boxing in this joint.
Yeah, like,
Like,
dude,
it
this was like
you
the
anticipating the boxing. You was waiting. You was like, okay, spar.
yes, dude,
Yeah.
it was like this was the Iron Man 3 of the trilogy to me. Like when it came to like the action.
But
I
you
think
know
it's
what it
very
was?
good.
It was
I think it's
more.
pretty
It was
good
more
together.
origin. You was learning more about.
I felt like,
Creed.
you know, it's funny. I felt like you say that, and you're kind of right. But I felt like it was like they kind of did it almost like wrestling. And the reason why I say that is because like in wrestling, it's always been where wrestling is like, it's not about the actual wrestling. At its core, wrestling has always been, there's a conflict between person A and person B, and the wrestling is how they settle it. They settle
Yes, we seen the South Park episode where they go into detailing and explain the hell out of that. But you could sell it better with boxing more than any other martial art, and it's like they low-key failed. Like, peep this. Like, with boxing, as crazy it has been lately with all the YouTuber shit, they undercut the boxing and they filled it with all the fake emotional drivel instead of really putting like the promotion and the whole outrageousness, and even try to make like the fake TikTok viral moments that you kind of see that Issa Rae does in her shows.
But you know what it was? I feel like they're trying to appeal to more of the regular person rather than the boxing fan. They don't really
that's what I'm saying. Like they failed in like both regards, because like you see how everything is like social media driven and viral, this and that, and you have a story of Creed and you know and Dame Diamond and his come up, and it's like I saw a filled ass arena and they didn't have no type of promo for it, no type of hype. Like even the Rocky films,
for real, that nigga went on Stephen A. one time and then niggas was fighting the next scene. I'm like,
dude, you see what I'm saying? Like even the whole when he fought the Chavez nigga, it should have been like, oh hold on, Apollo Creed's friend that just got out of prison who's been sparring. They didn't make no story from it. I remember in the trailers and previews, you seen more images of him on the beach. I don't know. It seemed like that was cut out, or
the version I have, they show all that shit. Like the whole training sequences are like there, like the lifting, the run up the ropes, they had all that shit in there.
See, they cut that down. You only see a little bit of it on the beach. So. But yeah, like and another thing I just couldn't stand about the movie, and what I've hate about the whole series, like Tessa Thompson is like
damn, this
so underwhelming. Like my whole gripe is when Hollywood, and whenever they get a handsome black man, they never give him his counterpart. They always get the damn middest looking fucking bitch they could find, and he has to be like fucking. She got to be talking to him all greasy, and he got to be like listening to her, and just I see what they be doing. It's just emasculating. I can't stand that shit. I thought the pandering to we're gonna go overboard with the whole Mexican shit. Like they're the only fan base in the world. Fucking the goddamn the sign language shit. I'm like, oh my goodness.
That Mexican nigga's ring walk was like the best ring walk I ever seen.
That shit was fire, especially with the smoke. That was fire.
I'm like, yo, they is going crazy for this Mexican.
And I hope Nipsey's family got some money for they use his voice in Hollywood the way they be doing.
That shit was cold blooded.
I think Dame came out to Nipsey both of his fights. So.
Yeah, I'm like, nigga, you know a different artist. I know you was locked up, nigga, but damn.
Niggas play all the West Coast hits from like a whole era. And shit,
nigga could have came out to an E40 or some shit.
No, hell no. What the? Nah. They was cool with Nipsey. Nah, cool. Keep it Nipsey. I don't even know shit. Nah,
yeah, dude, Joshua facts, yo. Like,
yeah, that's true.
They just made the movie okay. All the cool parts that you wanted them to really slow down and take their time with, they just sped and glossed through that motherfucker. But all the shit where you're like, all right, we don't really need to see 20 minutes of this. We don't need to see 10 minutes of this. They really gave you all the detail in the world for it. And that's what killed me about it.
Yeah, the daughter was good, but the daughter,
unnecessary, like
the punching and training, which is cute and cool, but it's like, come on,
I like that part.
She was a cute kid, but it's like, come on, yo, you giving this girl she ain't even put on no gloves the whole movie. Like, what the fuck,
dude? Look,
let me see how to be the next baby Creed type shit. Like, you got to do something like
exactly.
That.
Like,
you know they're gonna have a Creed with his daughter like in a few years.
Dude, the whole beginning part and the whole amateur part, they glossed over that so fast you could barely see the boxers and the cameos. They just like here knockout.
I ain't gonna lie though, I was rapping the Watcher when the movie started. That was hard. That was kind of hard.
It was cool, but they did it on some schizophrenic camera pan out. Like they want you to see Easter eggs and shit. God damn it, this ain't a Marvel film. Motherfucker, slow the goddamn camera so we can see Canelo and everybody and all this other shit.
Wait, where was Canelo?
Yo,
I
it was
walked up
crazy.
in the little
Canelo was
Showtime
there.
ad.
Canelo was there. There was a cameo appearance by Canelo.
Yeah, he
He
took
shouts out to
pictures with his
McCaskill.
wife.
She was in that shit too, Jessica McCaskill.
But how the fuck
Yeah.
Canelo look?
I thought I
better
saw
than Michael
Rolly
B.
in there,
Jordan
too.
and He's heavyweight. That don't even make sense.
What'd you say?
How
Nah, I
Canelo
don't think
look
it was
better
just
than
Star Boxer.
Michael
He
B.
was
Jordan
kind
when
of
he's
taking pictures
heavyweight?
and shit. Like,
Hold
I
up,
missed
I
it,
can't.
bro.
One at a time.
One at a time, please. Thank you. I'm about to make the big Pat the assistant at the bodega. Thank you.
One at a time, nigga. I'm going.
Bro,
I'm going.
what did you say?
I said, how the fuck did Canelo and Terrence Crawford look bigger than Michael B. Jordan and he the heavyweight, nigga?
I mean,
Facts.
They look way bigger than him. Like Michael B. Jordan was the smallest nigga in the whole movie. And they keep
Nah,
talking
that was
about
Benavidez.
nah, yeah. He's not smaller than Benavidez.
Benavidez looked like a damn barely a welterweight, and they kept parading him around like some badass. Like that
You know
was
what
just horrible casting.
they were showing him from the waist up to make him look like a giant type shit. Cause they
Yeah, and it's like,
yeah.
dude, your mom is as tall as you, nigga. Get the fuck out of here. Who you intimidating? And they kept trying to make him hard and shit. I'm like, get the like, dude. Like Rosado was way better casted for the previous movies.
Yeah,
You know that tough big guy, like menacing look.
because Rosado was in the first one. Yeah, because they were basically the same size, but then they also weren't heavyweights. I think they were like light heavyweights.
Yeah, they were light heavy.
Yeah, but he still played the part better. Like he was a better light heavyweight than Benavidez was a heavyweight.
Yeah, if Benavidez actually got on the juice, that would have been fine. But he didn't get on the juice. And on top of that, they had his record as 15-0, and he was heavyweight champion. I'm like, okay, that's interesting.
I don't know what favor they had that had this nigga. Like, ooh, I guess Jose Ramirez wasn't available. Like, y'all looking for welterweights.
I mean, they probably could have gotten another heavyweight. I mean, they could have probably gotten
Zerto if that's the case. Shit.
They could have gotten Wilder because I know Wilder said he wanted to be in one of them Creed movies.
Exactly. Like a real motherfucking heavyweight, or someone who at least looks the part. Like he could look close to a heavyweight. Like Drago the Jr. is like one of the best castings in the movie.
Yeah, and I mean he was used. I mean, too bad. I mean, the only fighting that he did was just in the sparring, but whatever. But it's like they have him a little bit more subdued. I mean, obviously, because Michael B. Jordan said there was going to be a Creed 4, so I'm assuming that they're gonna expound on that, what happened with his character in the movie, and then what happened.
Nah,
with
Clubber Lang nephew won't.
If they want, I mean, if it was Jonathan Majors and a big actor, they could have fleshed it out for a movie or two. But that's why.
Oh, you're right. You're right. They could have done that like where it's a 2-part thing where you see him rise as a heavyweight champion, and then the second part they have that another movie where where Creed comes back to get the title. So
They don't film it in order for that to work. They leave out too much of the journey aspect of blowing up Dame Diamond's character. Like they gloss over all the cool parts that you want to see of him, but they let you see all the emotions of the Tessa bitch and the deaf girl and the feelings of this nigga and that and the boring shit.
Yeah.
Joshua O said Drago's getting a spin-off.
I've
He
heard
is.
that as well.
And rest in peace to Miss Huxtable in the movie.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, her character.
Who's a true villain, really?
Yeah, she was a true villain.
She
She
actually
really
kinda
was.
is.
She low-key was a villain.
She was the worst character in the whole series.
Yeah, basically she made she hid the letters from him and everything like that. And dude was like, "Yo, you abandoned me,"
You abandoned me.
And so that's why. So that's why that nigga, when he got out, he turned into a criminal mastermind. He linked with the homies in prison, and then you see this motherfucker now dressing like The Rock when he won the title and shit.
But also, Michael B. Jordan could have reached out on his own accord though too.
That too.
That too, but damn, you got to see it from his perspective and their kids. That's completely the mom on that. Like, that's the mom all day. You fucking worthless bitch. Like,
and on top of that, I mean,
how dare you?
And on top of that, that's the reason why Adonis went, why he went to prison anyway, because he had Adonis's back because he got into a fight.
Why? Because your shitty fucking mom, who's not your mom.
But then,
couldn't control your other two kids that hated your ass.
Damn, nigga.
Nah, nigga, I see where he coming from. Like, that's the real villain. Like, not all the boxers. If you want to really go and see, and that's the thing. The real feelings of the movie, like, that's the part that they really should have went into detail. They gloss over that. But all the fake pandering feelings, they make sure they go into detail. How many times this bitch must have said, "Talk about your feelings"? They shut the fuck up.
But I also thought that the ending was. I also thought the ending was a little bit too clean too. Like, after doing all the shit that nigga was doing, like, it's not gonna be like, nah, we cool. We gonna do our secret dap and shit like that. Like, no, like,
dude, honestly, if he would have told about the mom, I could have seen it ending that way.
Yeah.
If you would have just said, "Look, bro, my mom, she was like, she thought it was best for me if I just cut contact with you, and she never let me see the letters. I just seen them the other day, bro."
And I should have hit you up. I should have hit you up though. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, and he could have said that, and then he said, "Even then, I should have still tried to reach out on my own accord." Like, I could really see them just being cool after that. But the way it happened,
the nigga apologized when they had lunch that day or whatever.
And also, I think for Damon,
that wasn't no real apology though, man.
That wasn't a real apology.
Nigga, that was a fucking Brian Griffin apology.
And I think for Dame's character, he should have showed up at the funeral. To be honest, not disrespectful, but he should have showed up maybe.
Nah, hell no.
No, absolutely not.
Get the fuck out of here.
He don't know that lady.
That's what I'm saying. If he hated, like, she knew he was like a rough older brother to him, like,
yeah.
One of those, like, nah, I don't want him around my fake son that my husband stepped out on me on and handed out or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, I hear you. Pilot, overall, what did you think about the movie? Pilot?
Hold on, he's taking a dab, nigga. He's taking a dab.
What did you say? My fault. What did you say?
Overall, what are your thoughts on the movie?
It was good. I mean, it was kind of obvious the storyline, but that's Rocky. Just other than one Rocky, that's pretty much par for course. It was good though. I mean, are we giving it a rating out of 10 or what?
Yeah, well, we'll do that afterwards. After we get all your thoughts.
Yeah, no. I mean, I thought it was good. I think Jonathan Majors don't got next. He got now in Hollywood. He's been killing it. Michael B. Jordan, I have my critiques about his acting, but he held his own, I guess. Tessa Thompson's mid.
Damn, y'all really don't like Tessa Thompson.
The music was good. The final act was kind of rushed. I wonder, if like Pat mentioned, he got to watch the other version of it. I'd like to see that version to see if they flesh it out more. But overall, I mean, it was a good movie.
Hold on, wait. I'm sorry. What makes Tessa Thompson? I can't overlook you saying that. I'm sorry, Pilot. But
she just
what makes?
I just never found her.
Wait, no. I'm sorry. This is for King P. I'm saying sorry to Pilot for cutting him off, but I'm sorry.
She just doesn't. She doesn't.
What makes her look good? Hold on. First of all, wait. 1 through 10. What do you give her?
First of all, I didn't say anything about how good she looks. I said she doesn't bother me. Like her role did not.
No, it's her looks, nigga. Like.
Oh, okay. Like,
dude, what you think? We're talking about her acting? No, it's her fucking looks.
I don't think she's
that droopy face motherfucker. No. She's like the light-skinned Franklin's girl.
But I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. She do look like a songwriter. Like she got the songwriter.
Yes, because she doesn't look good enough to be the songstress. Yeah, I'm sorry. But so I thought you meant like she looked good. If you think she's mid too, then then we good.
She's all right. There's
Well, she's a
times
good actress. I'll give you
there are
that. She's a
times
good
when she looks good, and there are times when she.
Hold on, wait, really? Like there's never been a time she looked good.
I haven't
Yeah,
seen
nigga,
that.
she had on a
Actually,
sweater and a
she was kinda
drug
good in
run.
that, but I never
She's
seen it.
always looked mid. Even in like Thor, she was mid. Even in another universe, she's mid. Like, come on. It don't matter. She's just mid.
Fair enough. I was just like, damn, like y'all really don't like Tessa. I'm like,
Cause it's like, dude, like she just looks so fucking mid.
She the type of chick you call over to actually help you with something.
Yeah. And then you kick her out, and you call up the chick you really, really want trying to smash to come over and smash.
But then come over, so you're probably just gonna smash that. But
You be like, Tessa, can you come over? I need help recoding my computer.
Yeah. You know, she'll be trying to do everything to stay her ass there, but you're like, she'll be like, oh, it's hot in here. She'll take off her sweater and take her sweatpants off and walk around, and you just be like, God damn. Like,
She got
ugh.
another
Like,
sweater and sweatpants underneath her.
yeah. You ain't putting clothes back on her.
Fuck. I'm good. He's like a
Yeah, I'm sorry.
He's like a
Keep
Jeopardy
going, Tyler.
contestant type
y'all
of
good.
thing.
Y'all good. I spit my bars. Y'all good.
all right, Rome, what are your thoughts? I need to hear you from you.
Okay, my thoughts. I love some parts of the movie. Like the flashback scene was good, but I hate how they kept cutting it off and going back. Like, nigga, I need to know what the fuck is going on. Like, y'all stretching this shit out. Like, did the nigga die? And then when I found out that they just whooped the nigga's ass, he didn't even kill him. He just aimed the gun at him. I'm like, this nigga got time for just aiming the gun? Like, yo,
18
No, he had
years?
power.
He
No,
got
they said he had
18
priors.
years for having a gun? What the fucking state was
Nah,
he
the
in?
nigga, they said he had priors. That's that. They said that in the movie.
Oh,
Yeah, they did, but god damn, like he had a public defendant. That should have been
Listen.
said.
The suspense had it like, yo, these niggas was jumping. Michael B. Jordan, this dude came up, blasted everybody, then the cops came. That's what I'm thinking happened.
Yeah, they hyped that up. Like it's
But,
that's why the whole mental health aspect kind of just fell flat because
right, because nigga,
you
that
think
was
a
no
body
trauma.
was caught.
That was no trauma, nigga. You got let go. The nigga came through and hooked you up, and he didn't even do nothing. You was actually beating the nigga's ass.
Matter of fact, he ran and no one even chased him.
Nigga was running down an empty street.
How you got trauma?
Like,
Nigga,
nobody
you
ever-
made the
no-
most cleanest getaway from doing some street shit ever.
The nigga never got questioned. He never got a phone call. Nothing. He was just like,
Nigga
okay.
went on to have a happy life.
Nigga went on to be heavyweight champ. Talking about, oh damn, nigga, this shit's hurting me inside. Nigga, what? This nigga was just locked up. You talking about, hey, bro, like, my bad, I ain't never write you. Nigga, write me, nigga. I just did 18 years for your motherfucking ass.
I know. And
So
the way the
that's-
chick was like, "Oh, he didn't have to have that gun. This, that." Like, I'm like, hold on. Like, what are you supposed to do? Just like, was this Cobra Kai? He was supposed to jump kick these niggas and
Right,
do a whole.
these niggas going to box on the side, make a little bit of money and shit. They in the hood and shit. You think they can't ride with a gun? Yeah, everybody got a gun over there.
That's what I'm saying, and it always implied that they're like he a little street nigga. Like, so he's supposed to fight like 6 grown ass men by himself.
Exactly. And he already knew. Like, come on. And then they talk about, oh, this nigga used to beat me up at the group home and all types of shit. That's why I beat him up and we was together. Like, it was just too much like this. It was like, yo, where the fuck is this story coming from? Like, these niggas.
Nickelodeon street tale.
It's like these niggas just wanted everybody to get touched. Pause in this fucking. They was like trying to hit everything. Like, okay, we gonna touch the group home niggas. You know, make sure they make sure they fill us in this, you know.
She kept bringing it up too. Why you ain't tell me about the group home? The group home, like, damn, nigga, like, Gangstar produced for them niggas. Jeez.
Right. Like, I don't know. I ain't never been to no group home, but I believe that 100% of niggas that have been in one don't want to talk about when they were in one, nigga. It's how it goes, nigga. Like, you
Niggas can talk about prison being locked up all day.
You go up to your grandfather who fought in Nam and be like, "Hey, granddad, tell me about, you know, the worst battle you've been in." Like, no, nigga, shit don't happen like that.
Facts. But they'll bring up that before fucking group home. Nobody talks about being in a group home, nigga.
Yeah, so that shit threw me off. It wasn't enough fighting. He wasn't big enough to be a heavyweight. For them to keep saying heavyweight, this nigga's like 5'8", nigga, 175 maybe. Like, come on, yo. Like, that's some bullshit. Any heavyweight would have got in there and fucking whooped that nigga's ass. Like, you seen the big ass sparring white nigga. That nigga was destroying that.
Creed 2 was so forgettable. I remember if you watch the fight scene of the last one, that looked so comic book. Like, that dude was way bigger than Adonis.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck are they doing? Like, I can see, okay, Adonis, the welterweight champion of the world. I can see that. I can see that. But yeah, it wasn't enough fighting. Too many death scenes. Like, it was points where I'm thinking the movie like fucked up, but I look up, I'm like, oh shit, they talking to each other with their hands.
You stupid, yo.
But nah, I'm like, okay, this is cool. But then when they was doing the shit for like 5-minute stretches, I'm like, okay, come on now. Like, I'm gonna leave this bitch sign language and niggas on the way out of this motherfucker. Like, all right, nigga, I love you, good fight. Like, what the fuck? Like, that shit was too much. Like, I don't know.
It's
and I don't know,
drag,
was the daughter in any other Creed, nigga? Because I ain't seen her before.
No, because she was born in the second Creed. She was born in the second one. Yeah. I think this is like, what, 10 years after the second Creed, I believe?
10 years? Was it really 10 years?
Did they say she was deaf in the second Creed, or no?
Yes.
No, they said she was going to be born deaf.
Yeah, that was a big part of the storyline in the second one, right? That was the second one where that happened, right?
The second one, they did the testing when she was like still in Tessa, and like to see if she would, like, the probability of her come out deaf.
So this was planned pandering. Okay.
it was a continuation. So
okay. They was looking for the future for this.
I actually liked the daughter. Like, she actually made it kind of funny. Like, she was actually one of the more funny parts of that
She
film.
was cute. It was decent.
Kids in movies are great, but it was just, I don't know if it was because the deafness threw me off. Like, I don't know. Like, it was a lot of sign language, nigga. I never seen sign language in a movie ever. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Nigga, it's not that you didn't have captures. Like, you know what they were saying. Like,
yeah, exactly. Like, you knew what they were saying, bro. And have you watched movies with characters are deaf? Because if not, they're not going to be any sign languages. Because fuck, you need sign languages for? Everybody can talk.
Yeah, but nigga, I've been in school with deaf niggas. They were using their voices as well, nigga.
As a matter of fact, we worked with a deaf lady actually.
That bitch
and
talked.
She would always be like talking and like reading lips.
That bitch talked and read lips and did all that. Like,
exactly. Had jokes too. And he laughed. He know I'm right.
I'm not gonna touch this conversation because this is about to go into. I'm trying to go to heaven, people.
No. She was cool. What the fuck? Like, the only other person that she really talked to and did the sign language with was that other mute guy. Like, that was there. He was deaf, and
I just never seen that in a movie before. So
yeah,
it was new for me, but it was a lot. Like, probably if you took all of the sign language scenes and like mashed them together, it's probably like 11 minutes of just pure sign language. That's a lot. That's a lot.
Overkill, man.
There was in the living room, 7 of them niggas all doing sign language. I'm like, okay, 5 of y'all niggas can talk.
I'm not touching this conversation.
It was for the girl. It was for the kid.
Nah, fuck that. I say that as a disabled person. So Fuck that. If y'all gonna be on some like,
Nigga, you not disabled. Stop.
no, what the fuck? What you telling me, nigga? I got like so many impairments, nigga. I beat the fuck out of you.
This
Don't
nigga
ever
like
tell
my
me
knee
that.
hurt.
You
Nigga.
talking about I'll beat the fuck out of you, but yet you're really disabled. Yeah, okay.
Yes, nigga. Like, nigga. Look, well, all I know is this: the government recognizes that. So it don't matter what a random nigga from a bodega said. Like, you gonna tell me, like, dude, all the problems I have, I need surgery to fix them. If that ain't disabled, I don't know what the fuck is.
This nigga off yak, leave him alone. Nigga.
Like, come on, what the fuck, nigga? Like, it was heavy-handed shit. Being deaf, they're okay.
Nigga, I'm left.
He don't look as bad as a nigga in a wheelchair or crippled or something. It's a safe way to be pandering. Like, real talk.
Left-handed people are disabled too, nigga.
Fuck out of here, nigga. What? They got scholarships for that shit. They don't give niggas scholarships for bad knees. Get the fuck out of here. or fallen arches and or nerve problems. Like, what the fuck? And if they do, drop a link in the goddamn chat.
Okay, yeah, but the sign language, you know, I wasn't used to it. That was a new part of the movie. But the girl, I liked the girl. She was a great child actor. Is she really deaf in real life? Or like, I don't know. These niggas are all doing sign language.
I highly doubt she's deaf in real life.
She is deaf in real life.
Oh wow, there we go.
Well, nigga, I didn't know that because Michael B. Jordan was doing sign language. So how the fuck am I feeling?
Yeah, and Tessa.
Yeah,
No, but she was good.
Sign language was his best acting.
Right, Alicia Rashad did a couple of lines.
It's funny,
That,
I'm looking at Michael B.
that
Jordan,
in
don't
and of itself
yeah.
makes it more realistic. She's actually deaf. There you go.
Okay, that was dope.
Whatever
That was
guess
dope.
Yeah.
The
See, that's dope for giving her a chance for doing that too.
right, the Dame role, the best role. Like, he played a great villain. The nigga was super swole. I need to know how the fuck he was training for this, because that nigga,
The
he
videos
honestly,
are out there.
he looked crazy. Like, he looked like.
Oh no, you said the supplements are out there, the steroids are out there.
No, I don't think. You think he was taking steroid?
Definitely, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe. Probably.
Nigga, look, he was taking Spartacus pills, Spartacus workouts, all them shits.
Listen, when them niggas did the face off to touch gloves, them niggas look like superheroes at that fucking face off.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, it didn't even look like real bodies. I'm like, yo, these niggas are on some type of shit.
Yeah.
Because they was swole as fuck. And I'm like, yo, y'all niggas was not doing all them abs and shit like that.
Yeah,
Niggas had those De La Hoya abs.
Nigga, that shit was
CGI abs.
ridiculous.
Yeah, because I mean, if you watch this nigga in like the Five Bloods or Lovecraft Country or the Cowboy movie, like he's not. I mean, he's muscular, but he's not like what he was in there. Like after the Cowboy movie, dude clearly got in some shit though, but he put in the work though. Like because he did videos for Men's and Fitness that are out there that shows the shit that he was doing. So like I mean, yeah, but he definitely took something. Like there's no way that he can look like that. You know,
I mean, they're in the Rocky universe, like Rambo and all that shit.
Yeah, you know they're on that Hollywood special. That's all.
He was on that.
He got some hookup.
He was on that Roy Jones Rip Fuel diet, but worse.
He was on the early
More-
snack. He
more
was on the early snack with 2 C's.
Oh no, but he made Creed look small as fuck in this movie. I ain't gonna lie. He made
Super
him look
middleweight.
small. He made him look small. And then it wasn't enough boxing in it, nigga. It wasn't enough boxing. Like the best boxing scene was probably when he fought the Mexican nigga, and then the sparring when he was sparring the Mexican nigga. Like those were like the two best. Like it wasn't really that much boxing you could even look at to compare it to. Like nigga, what was it, like 4 boxing scenes?
In a like 2-hour boxing movie.
It wasn't enough.
Maybe like 3 sparring.
But the boxing scenes were like 30 seconds sometimes.
Yeah.
Right. This nigga beat his ass outside, pistol whipped him or some shit. And this nigga just stood and looked at him. I'm like, yo, you're not even gonna try to swing on this nigga? Like, yeah, it wasn't enough fighting to be a fighting movie. It was too much emotions. Like, I get it.
Yeah.
Group home niggas is
Dr.
hurt.
Phil ass movie.
I get it. Group home niggas, they got emotions, nigga. Deaf people, they real people, nigga. I get it. But it's a boxing movie. Like, Nigga, where's the fights? And then at the end, when they was on that Tekken Tag shit, and it was on a fucking ring in space with dark clouds around them, that shit was kind of like. I looked over the Shutterworth. I'm like, yo, nigga, what the fuck is going on? Like, did we go from watching Creed to playing Creed the game? Like, what type of shit is this?
Facts. I hated that part. Like, DC. I was like, because you can tell a goddamn nerd made this shit. The first 2 rounds, I was like, oh, this shit nice. Yes.
Then these niggas went into fucking simulation, fucking Matrix mode. And then I'm like, yo, what the fuck Then I'm like, okay, watch. What round is it when they come back? Was that
the 12th round?
I was like, yo, was it 3 rounds? Was that 3 rounds? Was that 1 round? Then we come back. All right, now this is the final round.
I'm like, what? What happened?
Like,
yeah, that was some bullshit. Like, I was like, yo, I could tell some fucking nerd made this part. Like, ain't no goddamn way this belong in a fucking boxing movie.
Oh, this was very anime influence, and
it was shitame influence.
Michael B. Jordan even said he took some like series is like he took from Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, and Hajime no Ippo. Like
all the hype beast shit. Like,
so he took
get
from
the Sendo reference.
He took from the commercial animes. That's crazy.
Go ahead.
And he make the Ippo shit like hit like that. Like yeah, he hype beasted, and it's like it just appeared fluffy. Like Creed, I don't know. This movie got all Hollywood and pandering and feelings and touchy and evil villains that don't even get vilified. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I wasn't impressed.
Okay, LB, I'll start with you. Well, how'd you give it a rating from 1 to 10? What would you give it?
1 through 10, it's probably a 6.
Okay, I mean, for as bad as you've been shitting on it, a 6, I guess, isn't bad from you. I thought it would be worse, honestly.
I mean, it's mid. Like, it's mid. It's like somebody gave you some mid, but then they gave you, like, there was a big clump in there that was real juicy, and you're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna smoke this first.
Okay,
like,
so
it's still mid, but the presentation of the mid ain't bad.
Okay, let me ask you this. What's one thing, because I'm sure there's many things you could name, but just what's probably the one thing that they could have done to make you give it a better grade? Like one or two spots up. Like what could have turned it from a 6 to a 7 or an 8?
Okay, to make it a 7, if they would have just had more boxing elements in the movie.
Okay.
Not necessarily action, but just more boxing elements. Like, what I mean, you needed more viral moments, more press conferences, more interviews, more boxer cameos, more gym scenes, more angry promoter talk, just more boxing elements in the movie would have probably livened up the overall presentation of the movie. I would have probably trimmed down the anime bullshit they did and had that in spurts. Like, they could have they was better off doing the whole Mortal Kombat shit where they do the x-ray and they show how powerful, like how bone breaking the punches for as hard and loud these blows were going. Shit.
Word.
So that's what more boxing elements make it a 7. To make it an 8 is more boxing elements and longer and better fight sequences. That makes it an 8. Make it a 9 and you got to do the flashbacks better and flesh out the story and present that Diamond's story better and really make him as the anti-hero of the film.
Yeah, because you can root for him and it'd be justified, kind of like Killmonger and Black Panther.
Yes. The movie would be an Oscar worthy if you walked away low key rooting for him. But they add that bitch and all her fucking nagging, and as a family, you want to and family and with a jit that's deaf, you have to just root for him, even though like the mom gets she gets to die and she ruins a nigga life.
Yeah, not gonna lie, because you didn't feel bad for the Dane character until when they sit in corner to corner and you see them looking across from each other. Then you're like, okay, I kind of feel where this nigga coming from now. But before, you were just like, man, fuck that nigga, get him out of here.
Yeah, like they really could have presented that better. Like, and that's the thing. Like,
they didn't give niggas the options to be like, nigga, who was you for? Nigga, I was going for Dane, nigga. Like, anybody saying that, it's like, nigga, what? Like, why? Like,
that would have killed the whole promo for the movie if they would have promoted and wrote it in a way where niggas were choosing sides, and you start going to premieres and asking boxers like, so who you rooting for, Diamond or Apollo? Like, I mean, Diamond or Creed? Like, man, Creed, because it's like, he ascending from greatness. Like, nah, nigga, that nigga Diamond was getting it out in the mud. Like, you a real nigga. Like, you had a whole, like, it's just so much to make the movie a 10, which would have been impossible, but Tessa would have had to been like a fine ass chick. Like, you needed better eye candy. Like,
this nigga would have needed to recast it for it to be a 10.
Yeah, she would have needed to be recast.
Still, I can't really the ring chicks, and that was that.
Dude, yes, that's what I'm talking about. Like, bro, like, nah, like, you could have got some like, dude, look. Imagine Coco Jones in that motherfucker as, and I'm talking about Hillary from fucking Bel Air. Yeah. Imagine her being in Tessa's role. The movie already goes up half a notch. Imagine the outfits she gonna be wearing at the goddamn events and the fucking fights. Sweet Jesus, nigga, man, get out of here. I'm just saying, like, dude, like, boxing, I'm a super hardcore fan of boxing. Boxing deserves a better fucking movie than this. And that's my honest opinion. But I'm glad for its success. I'll never hate on it. So me and Rome was at the gym the other night working out, and we be shadow boxing and moving with the weights, and just motherfuckers be looking at us like, oh, these niggas must have seen Creed, and we're like, nah, not yet. So I get it. It's like boxing is huge right now, and it's just, imagine if this movie would have really had all my suggestions and critiques on it. Like, we would have got like some crazy great movie, but instead we get some fluff mid.
Okay, but where you got this in all of the Creeds, nigga? 1, 2, or 3?
Oh wow, it might be 2, 1, and 3.
Damn, so this was the worst one to you?
Or 2, 3, 1.
I feel like this one got more replay value.
Yeah, you like 2 more than
2 forgettable to me, but
2 is the weakest.
They all forgettable, dude. I've never rewatched a Creed movie, but I've seen like every Rocky maybe at least 10 times or more. Like, well, maybe more than that. Like, I've seen all the Rockies like front and back.
I would rather watch any of the Creeds than 5 or 6 of Rocky. Those ones.
6 is the only one I've maybe seen like twice. 6 is not one I've seen a bunch of times, but 1 through 5 I've seen it a bazillion times.
To me, Rocky 6 is in the same alternate universe as House Party 5. It exists, but not in my head. I don't acknowledge.
That's the thing. The Creeds ain't no better than Rocky 6. They're all like, at a certain point, they're just boring dramas, like soap operas. They lost a little boxing flair. Like, give me a fucking real goddamn boxing movie from the fucking dirt up. Like Cobra Kai is more karate than Creed is boxing at this point. And I'm not lying. Like, real talk.
Nah, I feel you. All right.
Like, I would love to see a boxing movie from the ground up where the climax ain't necessarily a goddamn title fight on pay-per-view, but just a meaningful fucking fight or something where the character overcomes something, but you just got principles in the movie about boxing and just boxing is just done right. Like the training, the characters, you just grow with the movie. Like that's what we're missing. Like all this fluff is like unnecessary. You don't have to. Boxing is great enough where you don't need all these different side stories. A fucking Johnny Tapia movie would be fucking amazing.
It would.
Thank God a George Foreman movie is coming up.
And we'll see how that goes.
And we'll
Yeah.
definitely review that one.
Yeah. Rome, what would you give this out of 10?
It's middle of the pack. But I would just probably watch it for that training scene and then probably the last fight again.
Nigga, I asked for a number.
Okay, nigga. Okay, nigga. Hey, nigga, watch your motherfucking mouth, nigga. Before Jonathan Majors your motherfucking ass.
Nigga, I'll kick you out the bodega, man. Don't stop that.
I know this nigga's like, I'm tired of y'all niggas talking to me like this in the fucking bodega tonight. Like, I'm about to like swing the bat a few times.
New York niggas got shit fucked up. But yeah, it's probably a 5 out of 10. I would not see it again, honestly.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. Yeah, is there anything you would have added that you would have wanted to increase your score?
More actual boxing, because you know this is a boxing movie. Like I was telling Shuttle, I was like, "Yo, The Fighter was a way better boxing movie than this." Like I was actually intrigued and wanted to like this movie. I left and didn't give a fuck about. Not saying I didn't give a fuck about boxing, but it didn't make me be like, "Oh, I want to go train, nigga. Let's go fight."
Facts.
Like I didn't feel none of that excitement. I felt like it was too feel good. It felt like a romantic comedy type shit. Like nigga, this
Had a
shit-
baby boy ending.
Right. It felt like you walk away like, oh, well, everybody's feeling good. I guess everybody's all right now. Like, nigga, what?
And there was like no Rocky IV speech. Like, get
It
the
didn't
fuck
have
out of
no-
here.
It didn't have no gladiator feel. It didn't have that. It didn't give me that feeling that a real boxing movie. Like when I seen Muhammad Ali for the first time, nigga, I was looking at myself in the mirror just boxing. You know what I'm saying? Like this movie is not like that. So what they need to do is figure out what captures people more. Like, you know, what makes kids when they see Spider-Man go outside and start climbing walls. They need to do that shit instead of trying to appeal to the fucking 25 different genres and don't know who's gonna feel what.
Facts. You're supposed to run out of the theater and be shadow boxing in the parking lot after a Rocky movie.
Be like, damn, you seen that left hook that nigga hit that nigga with?
Facts.
Instead of
I did
being
not
like,
want to, dude. If an Inoue Daenerys fight makes me want to box more than a Rocky movie or a Creed movie, something went wrong.
right. When I left that fight, when I left that movie, I looked at Shuttleworth. I was like, hey nigga, anything you want to talk about?
Hey, you spark this up, like.
Hey nigga, anything on your mind? You know,
You try to go to Aldi's?
anything you need to get off your chest, nigga. I'm here. Shit.
Therapy at 6, nigga. I'm good.
Nigga, no, it's a boxing movie. That's not how it's supposed to go.
Exactly.
What the fuck?
Fair enough. Pilot, what did you give this?
I'll give it an 8. You know, storyline was kind of, obvious of what was gonna happen, but I'd rate it. You know, I wouldn't say it's better than Creed 1, but Creed 2 was so forgettable to me. So, I would say, yeah, I'll give it a good 8.
Yeah, Creed 2 was clearly the worst to me, if we're being honest, like the weakest. But you know, it is.
Glad it had a real heavyweight though.
Pat, what would you give this?
Oh man, so like I mean, obviously the advanced screen, that one was a 9 because it was, you know, it was like I said, you know, it was longer and there was more stuff to it. You know, I mean, that shit had me like, okay, you know, this was, you know, I felt like I did get the feeling I actually wanted to go to the gym because I was like, God damn, like I need to get my body back into that Jonathan Majors type shit again. You know, so that's basically how I felt.
The one, of course, the one I saw the second time was like I said, it was give or take, it was an 8 because, like I said, there was some shit that I was like, yeah, it was definitely some of it hit the cutting room floor. But this one is definitely firmly in the second place. So I mean, it's definitely 1, 3, 2 because as much I like 2, but the fact that 1 was set up for 2 to actually be something completely different, and then Stallone handled the writing and went to a different direction. That was the biggest disappointment because it was like, 1 was set up in a way to make 2 more epic, and then you decided you wanted to go digging your back to get to bring new characters in.
Yeah, hold on. What was it supposed to be?
No, because at the end it was Creed 1 was Andre Ward's character who got his jaw broke by Tony Bayou's character, so that's why Creed got the shot at Tony Bayou. But Tony Bayou, because he was gonna go to jail, so that was like the fight he was gonna have before he went away. And it was supposed to be like Andre Ward versus Creed. Like that was supposed to be what Carrie 2. That's supposed to be, but instead, Stallone is like,
I don't think that should have been a whole movie though. Really, like
I do, because it's like, yeah, because that was supposed to. That was like,
that could have been like a regular fight at the beginning, and then you still could go into.
Nah, the way they built, because Andre Ward should have never been like they built up his character like, okay, he was the champion, and they got the best of him in the sparring session, and then bam, he gets his jaw broke. Like that shit was set up for 2 to go down. But instead it was like a jobber fight in the beginning, and it was like 5 years in the future, that type of shit. So that was the thing.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I feel you in a way. Like I felt like they could have like added Ward back to 2. Like even if he wasn't the main villain or the antagonist, like he could have been incorporated as like a beginning villain or something. But
let's put it this way: Ward actually made me hate his ass. Like he did his job in the first movie because I was like, God damn, I wanted to see this.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, so that's what I was like. I wanted to, because Ward. His little part was good. It was enough to okay. Let me see what it'll be like if they fleshed out his shit more in Creed 2.
But I could understand the whole Drago because like Rocky 4 is like the casual favorite, like. And so the whole Drago aspect, I could see it's an easy sell instead of like, fuck it, let's explore it. But it could have been executed a lot better.
The Drago stuff could have been put for a later Creed or whatever. I just think 2 should have been done a little differently.
It could have honestly been Creed. Drago could have been Creed 3.
Yeah, that too. But either way, I'm not mad that they went to a whole new character, Jonathan Majors, and the story and what they use. So like I said, Jonathan Majors pretty much, he carried Creed 3, and like I said, dude is a real talent. He basically is filling in the void of Chadwick Boseman to me right now. So it's like, dude is on his way. So like, I'm not mad at the movie. And I'll say, if it hits certain, hits the certain like places that I go to watch movies again, I'll definitely watch it again. It's not like, I have rewatched all the Creeds before, so it's like I do find them entertaining. Like I don't do that for all the Rockies though. 5 especially. Definitely don't do that for 5.
Because no one goes out of their way. Rocky just be on TV and you see it again.
That's also true. Yeah.
No one just goes like, I'm gonna see Rocky 5. No, yeah. But when you're scrolling through the TV and it's the Rocky fight in Rocky 5 before, right before the end, and Rocky about to fight this nigga in the alley, I'm gonna fucking watch that shit. That's just me.
I even own all the Rockies on DVDs, so it's like it's like, but yeah, 5 is the one I don't really revisit. But yeah, if it's on TV, then I'll sit there and probably watch some of it. But yeah, that's but I don't go like, hey, I need to watch Rocky 5 again because I want to see.
And 6 is even worse than that because if 6 is on TV, ain't no way I'm gonna fucking watch that. Maybe the fight at the end, I guess. But
because the Florida nigga got, because the Florida nigga was getting his ass beat, right? That's the reason.
Nah, 6 ain't this dude. It's like every Rocky film got worse, nigga. Like,
but at least though, Tarver at least made himself look like a heavyweight in that shit.
Yeah, he did, and Tarver kind of sold the movie, and it still had boxing elements in the movie.
Very much so.
And that's what I feel like the movie got. These niggas had Stephen A. Smith, like, and we laughed there in that part too.
Yeah, because Stephen A. Smith, because he was
mad real on that.
Yeah, because I personally bashed Stephen A. Smith on IG because this nigga, that one time that nigga was like fell asleep and Andre Ward had to like nudge him awake because this nigga was like, I don't know what the fuck he was doing. It was like they could have gotten someone else, but Stephen A. He's the hype beast sports personality, so I understand why.
I think he fit that part because he was just so natural with it. Like everything he said on there, I could just imagine him saying.
I mean, they could have gotten old ass Larry Merchant to do that shit, get Foreman or somebody.
But I'm saying, why not both? Like that's what I'm saying. Like they could have Stephen A. was cool, but you could have added more to it. Like it's like Rome said, these niggas had Stephen A. and then boom, next scene, these niggas walk into the ring.
Yeah.
Like damn, like come on, like when the movie needed pizzazz, it took it away. But when the movie didn't need it, they gave it to it. So it was fighting his own demons.
Right. But like I said, I mean, either way, I enjoyed the movie, and the person I saw with for the event screen, she was like, "Oh my god, Jonathan Majors looks so different. He looks so scary." Like she was reacting to everything that nigga was doing. It was just like, so it's like
scene stealers do that. They have that effect.
Yeah. He's like, why is Jonathan Majors so mean? I was like, because he's playing because he's doing this because he's getting paid. That's why he's being so mean.
Only thing that movie made you want to do is some fucking push-ups.
Yeah. And that's why Jonathan Majors was doing that. I mean, even when he was in that fucking big house, this nigga was still on the stairs doing fucking pull-ups and shit. Like this nigga, like he was still in fucking prison. Like that. Like dude was going all out with this. Like dude was. I could tell dude was having a blast doing all this wild shit for this movie.
Fact. Yeah, I don't like how dude got swung on it. He just took that and walked away. That was some hoe ass shit.
Well, because
I mean he was in enemy territory. He would have been beat up. He would have been jumped by and who knows? Somebody might have pulled a gun out. Like, and that I got it. Like I got why he didn't do anything in that situation.
Yeah, it was one of those things.
He rolled up Dolo like.
Yeah, he didn't have no peace.
Yeah, nigga, why would you go there if you already knew that?
That's the whole thing. It's like come on, like. We needed a dramatic conversation between these niggas on a dock or somewhere. Like,
yeah, we needed a street fight, then the real fight.
Thank you. See, this nigga be knowing.
Like, if
this movie deserved a street fight, then a real fight.
Like, if you would have caught that nigga walking out of Waffle House or some shit, be like, "Yo, nigga, you fucking fucked up my fighter." It's like, yeah, nigga, you're next. And then these niggas started doing the anime shit in the fucking alley. That shit would have been
facts. Crazy. See, I want to see this nigga's movie. Fuck all this other shit.
They do that anime shit in the alley. Niggas get fucked up, break their hand, and now it adds a little more flair for the fight.
Oh.
The nigga know. Oh yeah.
This nigga, he walked in on the beach during the filming of California Love 2 or some shit. Like.
Yeah. Hey, Michael B. Jordan, Creed 4, hit me up, nigga. I'll write with y'all. Y'all niggas all right with y'all niggas.
I hear you. All right,
Well, King P, what you get this shit?
Yeah, nigga, you sucking this shit off, nigga. What you get?
I didn't suck it off, but I would say I would give it an 8. For the most part, I enjoyed this movie. I thought Michael B. Jordan, for his first time directing a movie, he did pretty well. I mean, of course, he had other people. Basically, he was shadowing other people, but he had help, but. He definitely did a good job directing it.
No wonder it didn't have its own identity.
Damn.
I can agree that there wasn't enough boxing. They could have put a little bit more boxing in it, but from the boxing that they put in there, I didn't mind. I was fine with it. At least they gave me something. I enjoyed the
it's a low bar for a boxing movie. At least they gave me something.
I enjoyed the fight cinematography. I liked the fight scenes. The anime shit. When they both landed the punch at the same time, that counter left hook, the lead, because I knew immediately where that was from. I'm like, oh shit. Took that from damn near Naruto and Dragon Ball and Hajime no Ippo, where they hit each other at the same time. Like, and I even put it up afterwards after I got out the movie, and everybody liked and retweeted it because they already knew where it was from. So I marked out on that, but that's just me being the anime guy. And the punch to the gut, and like you see Michael B. Jordan just hunch over. I'm like, yep, that's also an anime.
That shit was so oversold. In real life, if you have that effect on somebody on one punch, you're knocking them down.
Well, he did knock him down.
But there were so many punches where these niggas were contorting their bodies like Zeus was hitting these niggas. Like,
Hey, hold on, man. Michael B. Jordan got knocked down in the fight, right?
Yes, he got knocked
yeah.
down with that body shot that he
Body
did. That
shot,
he
yeah.
did that reaction to put
I
him
felt
down.
that body shot, nigga.
Like
I felt
that was an anime thing when you see them.
But do you think Dame didn't fight him dirty because it was like, this is my guy, I want to prove up?
No. I think Dame tried to fight him dirty, but Michael B. Jordan was not having that because
He was better. He was
He
better.
knew what was going
But-
on with that.
But yo, was that anime shit when he punched him in the stomach and the sweat like bounced off his back? That's anime shit.
yeah.
Yes, and just his reaction.
Because I thought that was cool cinematography. I was like, damn, that's kind of raw how they did that.
Nah, they had to
I
fight
don't
back.
watch
Niggas
anime. I
don't
don't
be
watch
creative like that.
I don't watch anime, so I don't know.
They
That's
took
Dragon Ball
that
Z.
straight. They took that straight from Dragon Ball Z. Like you punch him right in the chest, and you just see the back just go up, and you just see that reaction. Like they
And
just
they be like, no.
Now imagine if you would have took for some actually dope shit that's like from when the last 5-6 years.
yeah.
Like a real anime fan.
No. But I mean, they went with the classics, so I was cool with it though.
The safe shit, the pandering.
I mean,
The
like,
whole fucking movie is safe.
and even like the like, not only there was the fight scenes very anime, like it was just also like the relationship between the two was very like that rivalry of like in Dragon Ball Z you got Goku and Vegeta. In Naruto you got
Oh, that shit was barely Wolverine, Cyclops, 90s Saturday X-Men.
oh my god.
I mean, maybe y'all just seeing shit y'all want to see in this motherfucker. Like,
No, but
I'm
like-
sorry, me and Rome have to be the old niggas in this shit.
Nah, it's cool. It's cool. And I get some of your frustrations. So,
So if I ever get the chance, I promise on my life, I'll make a fucking better boxing movie.
and I didn't. And the reason why you keep like trying to wonder why I'm like about Tessa Thompson is because I actually think that Tessa Thompson's actually a good actress. Like, just like
She's good.
acting.
She's a good actress. She's a good
That's
actress.
what I'm saying. Like, she's
Oh.
to me, she's a very good actress. So you might not like that role that she played, but she's very good at it.
But is she a good ring wife? Like is she
No.
is she an Adrian? No, nigga.
But she's not gonna. She's not supposed to be an Adrian. She's very different.
Adrian. Cause she's mid down the like. That's what kind of killed the movie. Like, it's not realistic. Like I don't know. Like, she just too fucking mid. Like, and I don't know. All this niggas is blown away by her acting. Her acting is just whatever. Like, I can't take it. Like, I know people can say what the fuck they want. Like, nigga, I'm being real. Like,
Go ahead, yeah.
someone who looks like her, I just can't take her serious.
Yo.
I don't care how good you fucking act. Like,
Yo, this nigga is crazy, yo.
like, it's like, yo, you just need, like, sometimes you just like, dude.
Yo,
Like I was
what's her-
telling
what's her
Rome after the movie,
What's her name?
Tessa Thompson.
Tessa
if
Thompson.
it was a white,
You're beautiful,
dude,
baby. You're beautiful, baby. Don't listen to LB. You're beautiful, girl.
if it was a white dude in his role, and they give him a black wife, they would give him a fine ass black wife. Nigga would get Kerry Washington or somebody. They give a black man, alpha black man, A-dog, elite nigga. They're like, hold on. Who
Yeah,
we got?
let fucking Tyson Fury get a fucking movie. They would have had his wife be fucking Young Miami, nigga.
I mean, yeah, she ain't no.
Yo, I could just imagine the blonde they give for Tyson Fury wife if they ever do a movie on him. These niggas gonna get a fucking supermodel. I was watching the goddamn
Tom Brady's ex-wife. It'll be like,
oh
yo,
yeah,
we gotta-
dude, of course. Like you can just already tell, nigga. You can already tell. But yeah, I'm sorry, man.
No,
But
it's
yeah,
all-
her
it's all
acting's cool, but it just it's like, okay, what was the last Batman? Batman, the one where the Joker.
Dark Knight?
Dark Knight.
Yeah, Dark Knight. You see how what's the chick in that movie?
Maggie Gyllenhaal.
She's horrible for that series.
Oh, she's terrible. Yeah,
She just looks so like she looks like Clayface. Like
that's not mid. That's not mid. But we'll be nice.
she's like a 3.
I mean, but it's funny because she replaced Katie Holmes, and like Katie Holmes is like Maggie's a way better actress than Katie Holmes, but way horrible. Like they went up in the acting department, went down in the looks department.
Really?
By, like,
You see, and look, wait, that's what's killing these big movies in this era. In the 90s, you didn't have a problem. When you put an action movie together, you was like, okay, yeah, this fine bitch, yeah, her, yeah, her. Nowadays, it's like,
Yo, I just looked up the girl you talking about. Yeah, damn, what the fuck?
hold on, who we talking about?
Maggie Gyllenhaal.
You see the melted face looking ass broad.
She looks exactly like her brother. Like they look exactly alike. Her brother's Jacob. Like they look too much alike.
She looks
But
like
yeah, look, dude, I'm sorry. In a superhero movie like this, if you're risking your life, you trying to go brain damage fighting villains and Apollo and niggas from prison who basing their whole life on revenge, the broad has to look fine.
Yeah.
Stop giving us these goddamn mid-looking fucking Hansel and Gretel face looking grandparents. Fucking broads and niggas risking their life over. Even Adrian looked decent enough for Rocky, but you really feel like Adonis is like just really just shooting, like punching down, like.
This nigga is really going sick about this.
Dude, because I'm just tired of it. God damn. Dude, look. Actually, I this is my nigga Pat, and I'ma shut the fuck up. Look, is Action Jackson the same movie without Vanity?
Probably not.
Thank you. Because Action Jackson don't deserve no less than motherfucking Vanity, nigga. I rest my case.
It's true. Like you need the first lady to be fine as hell. Like you got served.
Yes.
It's not a classic without Megan Good.
That's why you needed Action Jackson. Vanity was just important to Action Jackson as Action Jackson. You wanted to be Action Jackson because, first of all, he's beating niggas up, smacking these crackers around, and he got the baddest bitch. Why you don't want to be this nigga if you a chick? But you don't want to be him if he getting smacked up by crackers, niggas herbing him up, he getting fat hoes. Get the fuck out of here. Actually, no Jackson, get the fuck out of here. That's all I'm saying, man. Stop giving us bullshit products. Like, give me elites. When I go into the bodega, I want the best chopped cheese.
Yeah, nigga want to come out of a theater feeling like, oh, I want to be Creed. Nigga don't want to come out being a group home nigga that just been like, oh yeah, I gave this nigga a chance. I'm going around giving niggas chances and shit. Like, come on, nigga, you gotta come out feeling like, oh, I want to be that nigga.
Exactly. I can't come out of Creed be like, I got a better holding Creed, dude, nigga. Like,
yeah, you come out of Creed, you be like, damn, this nigga, that was a charity movie. That's what it felt like, nigga.
Yes, thank you. I don't know, like, you picked the perfect word. Charity movie.
Them niggas just, you know, whatever was sponsoring them niggas like, all right, we're gonna put y'all in the movie. We're sponsored.
Since we got $15,000 from the annual Death Foundation, we'll put yeah,
we got $20,000 from the group home fund, so we're gonna add those niggas in it. Like, it's just like, nigga, it's not about
the G-Funk Institute donated something, so we'll play some Warren G and Snoop Dogg.
Honestly, it felt like a movie one of my bitches put on to be like, yo, it got boxing in it, so you can watch it too.
And so I can really see a chick saying that shit to this nigga, say.
Be like, this movie is so emotional, but it has boxing, so you'll like it. Like,
I see you be training. Like, I see the gloves. I see the hand wraps on the dresser.
right. Like, come on. I'll start watching that shit. The niggas go back and they be like, "Oh damn, nigga, remember the porridge at the group home?" I'm like, "Nigga, what the fuck we watching?"
Yo, why Porridge just got a bad rep with these movies, nigga?
Nigga, like, yeah, remember when I used to bum rides off your mom? Like, no, nigga. We supposed to
Yo,
be
for real? Yo, honestly, that shit was just triggering. I'm like, yo, why do you niggas keep bringing up, like, bum nigga, like, old school shit?
Yo,
Like,
and another thing, if I'm a fucking Creed, if I'm Adonis Creed and I come out my fucking gym and a random nigga got his gym bag on top of my fucking Rolls Royce, I'm whooping that nigga on sight. I don't give a fuck if he's talking or not. Like, hey, you remember
Hold
me?
on.
No, nigga, get your shit.
why don't there's a homeless nigga that collected $100 not watching my fucking whip outside? First of all, if I'm Creed, I'm sorry. If I got that whip and I'm Creed, there's a nigga who just outside watching my fucking whip.
And then the nigga gonna park in a no park zone.
Yes, dude, would have made it raw. If I would have made the movie, that nigga Creed would have came outside, and the nigga that's watching his car is laid out, and that nigga got his bag on it.
Yeah.
Nigga, I would have just flipped. I would have said, "Yo, these niggas they on their way to a fucking classic."
Oh, that would have been hard. That would have been
Hard. Nigga, who gonna steal game? Nigga, one of y'all motherfuckers listening, but it's on Bodega Banner this time. Yo, y'all is probably waiting for Ring Gang. Nah, nigga, my nigga King P got the juice tonight, baby.
Well, he's letting you niggas talk. He's letting
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
Nah, it's all good. Everybody gonna get their shit in. Pause. You know what I'm saying? So, interesting grades we all got. So 2 8s, a 6, a 5, and what'd you give it, Pat? A 9? I heard a 9. So, all right, interesting scores, but
Yeah, that's like the other day we had the 5, 6, 7, 8 or some shit.
Oh yeah, no. And I know I saw Majors might be doing a Dennis Rodman. I'd be down for that. That'd be
yeah,
kind of good.
Okay, all y'all niggas gave this shit 8s and 9s and shit, but would you go and be like, "Yo, nigga, you most definitely gotta see this shit"? Is this some shit you definitely requested for a nigga to go see? Like, drop every
I
nigga.
told niggas to go see
yeah,
it.
I would recommend people go see it. I recommend
told me
shit
that.
whether it's I recommend shit whether it's good or bad, so that you can either A, like it too, or if we don't, we can, after you don't like it, we can shit on it together. So
Yeah. See, I look at the shit like Creed 1 and 2, nigga. You can catch the shit on Netflix when it hits.
Actually, they're both on HBO Max right now.
Yeah, they trying to get the extra bread, but we already know where that shit gonna be in a couple months, nigga. Amazon Prime Video. That shit gonna be on fucking Peacock next week.
So I did see that. Well, you said, Pilot, about Jonathan Majors playing Dennis Rodman. I think that's actually going to be an interesting one.
I can see that. I mean, he kind of looks like him a little bit. You know, yeah, he'd kill that. He'd kill that.
I got
Rodman.
the picture.
Dennis Rodman is like
died.
6'8", so it's not like it's. Yeah,
I mean, they make it work in winning time. You know, they make it work in winning time, so they'll make it work. You know.
What is it? It's a Dennis Rodman story, or is it?
Yeah.
Supposedly, he might be doing a Dennis Rodman movie. Jonathan Majors, yeah.
So
Yeah, but they had a Jordan movie in the trailer.
That's more Nike. Yeah, that's like a.
oh
Nike
yeah,
movie,
no,
right?
that's more the Nike
But
shit.
see, but that's the whole problem. White people always be making some random nigga in the office a fucking hero.
Yeah,
I mean,
they're doing
You're gonna have a
Jordan
movie.
with no basketball. It's all,
Thank you.
It's all niggas in the cubicle talking to his mom. Like, nigga, get the
About
fuck out of
Nike,
here.
about Nike.
About shoes and shit. Like,